Hello, it's Janie, and I hope you're all well. Thank you for being on my channel today. Today's video is one where I'm going to talk about my upcoming trip. The first half of September, I'm going to England with my husband, and we are just gonna go and have a great time. We have an itinerary that basically just circles the entire country, just England at this time. I wish I could stop in every town and village and see you all. I truly do. I've picked a couple places for meetups, and I'm really excited about them. As of right now, the first meetup is I have my schedule right here. It's the first group meetup is in York, a meet and greet, and it's kind of put together by my friend Carol, who lives in York, and it's going to be at the Golden Fleece from noon to 2, and that's Friday the 13th of September. Now, supposedly, this is the most haunted pub in York. I'd like to know what's more haunted, and we will see if any ghosts or whatevers show up and want to meet me. That's why we're doing it from noon to 2 in the daytime, so I won't be scared. The next one, I am actually doing a collaborative meetup with an ASMR artist I absolutely adore, Charlotte, from Whisper Audios. And that will be at 1 p.m. in Cambridge at the Milton Arms Pub. Okay? I will put that in my community post as well. Do me a favor, let me know if you can, if you think you can come, because there's an outdoor area. If there are going to be more than, 6 or 8 of us, I have no idea how many will show up. But if there are going to be more, maybe you can snag an outdoor area. I am ordering excellent weather, so we will see how that goes. I'm so excited about this trip. I've got some really fantastic things planned. My husband and I are meeting with Stephanie from Secret Scholar, and we are getting some really special treatment all around Oxford and the campus, and I will take my camera and do some filming there. That's going to be such a special day. I cannot wait. So basically our itinerary is we land in London, head to Bath, and we've kind of got a busy schedule in Bath, so I don't know if we will get over to Wales and the Cardiff area or not. We're keeping things pretty open-ended with regard to that. Then we do Oxford, and then we go up to the Cotswolds for a few days. And Amy, I think I'm going to see you and Edie there. And then from there we're going to Grassington, and that is where the latest version of All Creatures Great and Small was filmed. So my husband and I just fell in love with that area. And then we're going over to York, and we'll spend a few days in York, do the meet and greet. Then we're heading down to Cambridge, and we've got some fun things planned in Cambridge, plus that meet and greet with Charlotte from Whisper Audios. And then back to London. So I know it's going to fly by. Anyway, I wanted to show you a little bit of our prep, because we're pretty seasoned travelers, having a a husband who's been with the airlines, United Airlines, for 36 years. He retired. We did a lot of traveling. So there are still some tips that we're learning. And as a pilot wife who is used to last minute going with my husband and, jumping on one of his flights, if there are good seats open and, and if it's a good destination, sometimes I'd join him. Well, I have learned a lot doing that. And I've also learned a lot from another pilot wife who is also a friend of mine, Travel Tips by Lori, Laurie, Travel Tips by Lori. And, I'm pretty seasoned as a traveler, but still I watch her videos because she will bring up something and I'll be like, why didn't I think about that, So watch her channel if you're going to be traveling. But I'm going to give you some of the tips that we're going to kind of be going by on this trip because we are doing it all carry-on. We are going to take one bag for the overhead and then one backpack. And out of that backpack, I will pull my kind of like purse type items. So we're going to have a big backpack and a carry-on. Now, I'm going to show you our carry-on adventure because we have one carry-on that we love. And we've been trying to find the same one. And just because they say they're 22 inches doesn't mean they're 22 inches. You don't know how they're measuring. Is it from the top and the handle down to the floor with the wheels or without? So I'm going to show you that after this. But let me show you a few things that I am doing to keep my life easier for this trip. First of all, I print out everything we're doing on an Excel spreadsheet, and I keep it pretty general. And, kind of like when we're coming, when we're going, what the hotel is, the check-in and check-out times, that kind of thing. So I keep everything, and I add to this list as needed. Now, we have a house sitter who comes and stays at the house and kind of manages everything here. I'm in my dining room, by the way. And they take care of the pets. They take care of anything that we have, like deliveries or, yard people that might need particular instructions or all those things. And I make a list. And they handle all that for me. So I don't have to think about what's going on at home. But I still will. It's just my nature, and she'll send us text messages with pictures of the cats and Margot, the dog, and things like that. Even though everything is online nowadays and mapping and whatnot, I still, wherever we go, I take a paper map. I'm an old-fashioned person, and sometimes I just want to see a good old map. Now, will we use it? Maybe, maybe not. But we like to fold it out and kind of look at things. Doing it on your phone or an iPad or, that kind of thing. Oh, I hear thunder. It doesn't quite give you the whole picture. As you zoom out, you lose pictures of towns. So, pick up a map wherever you're going. It doesn't take up any room. So, a map. I also take Rick Steves' travel guide for the particular area that we're going. Hold on. So we will take this. This is probably close to the heaviest thing I'll be taking, but I love Rick Steves. I've been a follower of Rick Steves for ages, and he gives some really good insight into some self-guided tours or what tour places to use if you want to tour with somebody. So I highly recommend Rick Steves. Now, I'm going to show you some things, and I will link everything. A lot of the stuff I get on Amazon, so I'll put a link there to my Amazon, I don't know what you call storefront, because I really don't use that very much. But I'll show you some of the things. And I'll tell you something that's really important are these Luggage, kind of like little clips, and they help keep somebody from opening your zipper easily. And so you just bring the two tabs together, and I'll put this on my backpack as well as on my suitcase. You see that? Best invention, I tell you. Now, I also have, because we're going to be mostly in villages, not the big cities, but you never know, I've got our trusty, dusty, it can go under your clothing, it can hold your passport, some money, and, it helps keep stuff from getting pulled out of your arms or cut. So, kind of a money bag, money pocket. So, yeah. And you don't want to be seen opening and closing that, pulling it up and doing that. Now, something else. Because when you do carry-on, you can't bring a lot of your normal, regular size liquids. These are little plastic bags, and you can put your own shampoo and conditioner and hair gels and things like that in here. You need 3 ounces or less, or basically around 100 grams or less. And so what I'll do is fill this up, and Lori had a great tip. She said, fill it up maybe half or 3/4, and then use the hotel shampoos to keep it, to keep it full. I thought that was clever. Sometimes the hotels have excellent shampoos, and sometimes what they have just strips my hair. And so I like bringing my own. If I use theirs, it may work, it may not. We will see, but I'll have enough of my own that'll get me through. And here's another thing too. We can stop at a store and buy a full-size product to take with us, because we are renting a car and we are driving everywhere. We're not going to really do a whole lot of public transportation. I know it's kind of inconvenient in some towns to have a car, but we want our own car. So I may stop at the store and buy a full-size shampoo and conditioner and hairspray and all my goodies. Now, another thing that's really important when you're traveling abroad is to know what kind of plugs they have. Good grief, Janie. So I know from England it's these. You see, there we go. Kind of a funky looking tri-pronged thing. And the nice thing about this is it's got 2 USB ports, the C ports on both sides, and as well as a US plug. And I have 2 of these. So depending on where the plugs are, my husband may have one for his things and I'll have one for my things. A lot of places now have USB ports in the lamps or in the desks and things like that. So, and I don't have it here, is my portable charger. I'll add that. Gotta remember that. I'll add that when I'm showing you my luggage, because that's important if you're on the road all day and you need to charge your phone. My phone is starting to not hold the battery very well. It's only an iPhone 12. I haven't updated, and I heard they just came out with a 16. An iPhone 16, which has AI stuff, which I can't imagine using. But that's usually when I replace my phone, is when my battery gets bad. So, okay. Another cool item, and I'll show you how I'm going to pack when I show you the luggage. We use packing cubes, the compressible packing cubes. They're called compression cubes. Let me show you what they look like. These are brilliant, and I don't care if you're going overseas or not. So it's just a bag, right? Just a bag. Doesn't seem like it would hold very much, but what you do is you open it. There are 2 zippers. So it expands, okay? So you put your things in, you close the zipper, and then you close the outer zipper while you compress it. Now I'm going to show you something. This is what? What is this one? I'll tell you. Okay. Because I've started to pack. This has my pajamas, a robe, a light robe. It's got all my socks and my chonies and my bras, a couple bras, and socks. Let's see, what else? I said that. An extra sweater, turtleneck, 2 turtlenecks. Yeah, and so that is all in here. And it just, this will actually go up, and I can stack them, across like this, or pack them flat. They come in all kinds of colors. This one is my husband's. This is 6 of his t-shirts. Now, we're going to be gone 2 full weeks and 2 travel days. Normally, he wears a new t-shirt every day. I told him, you're going to wear one 2 days in a row sometimes. So we've got 6 in here. Now, here's the thought and the plan on that. My friend Carol up in York said that we can come to her house, park our car in her driveway, and then we don't need our car in York. We're just going to be walking around, and she'll be our tour guide. And I can do laundry at her house. So we're going to see her about 8 or 9 days into our trip, so he can get through, wearing one t-shirt maybe twice, okay? So we're going to do all our laundry and have another week's worth to get us through to the end. So we are packing basically for 1 week's worth of clothes travel, and we'll wear things twice. As a matter of fact, our pants, for instance, my pants, I'm going to bring a pair of jeans, a pair of long black pants, and 2 pairs of capris. And then whatever it is I wear over there, and that's it. So I'll be, mixing and matching those with 4 or 5 different tops, a couple of turtlenecks if it's chilly. I'll wear my outer jacket on the plane, and that was another good tip from Lori. Don't pack it, wear it, and just store it. So, pack light. If you want something or need something when you get to that destination, buy it. If I forgot an extra sweater for some reason that I needed, I could get one. Now, back to these. You cannot, it doesn't convert the voltage, okay? This is just you're able to plug in and charge, but like certain things like a hair dryer or a curling iron or flat iron or, hair tools or CPAP. If you had CPAP, you want to make sure you have a voltage converter. This is not a voltage converter. All right. Now, typically phones and electronics do have, the ability to be dual voltage, but hair appliances do not. And so what I'm going to do, and I've done this around the planet, when we get there, when I buy my shampoo and conditioner and hairspray, I'm going to buy myself a curling iron, because I use a curling iron to straighten this, or to curl some, give some body to some of the straighter parts of my hair. So, and that'll be my UK curling iron. I have one for Germany, which is just the 2 round prongs, and that goes a lot of different places. So, I'm going to gain a curling iron. But you need these. Okay. When I bought this little kit of these plastic bags for liquids, there's also these if you want to fill up your own spray things. Now, we can find some things in travel size like hairspray, but these are nice that you can bring your own whatever liquid you want. These are spray bottles. And this little kit comes with a little funnel, and so it's got some little goodies in there. Now, another thing is my skin is rather dry, so I have this lotion stick. It's a solid. This is Vaseline, but I love these. It's just, you rub it on and you rub it in, rather than having a liquid that could A, burst, B, be the wrong size, and you have another liquid to deal with. This is awesome. The airlines don't consider this a liquid. It's a solid. And I like the Vaseline. It really does go in well, and it blends well. So, isn't that clever? Okay, another thing. Now, we can buy a tube of toothpaste. Some hotels have the little mini ones. You can buy the mini ones. One thing that we have that I really like, let me show you these. They look like little candies. You take 1 or 2, I like 2. You chew them and you brush your teeth. They're toothpaste. These are Super B Dentos, and it's spearmint flavor toothpaste tabs. And the cool thing is you can chew one, like on the airplane. You get a little vanity kit. Now, I'm grateful we will be in first class. We've spent a lot of years getting to this point in our travels that if we're going to do a long trip, we pay for first class. We are not standby passengers, where we sometimes are domestically. Unless we absolutely have to be there, then we buy a ticket. But a lot of times we're just standby seats available, and if first class is available, we get that. But if it's not, usually there's a seat in economy plus or business. But this trip, we are purchasing first class tickets. So they usually have a little toothpaste, and a toothbrush and all these little things. And we've got gazillions of them. But I like these. You can put them, I can give some to my husband to keep in his pocket, and you can chew them up and even take, a glass of water and spit it out and get fresh breath. You still need to brush your teeth. But I love these. Okay, this is not in any particular order, as you can tell. I'll tell you something else. When you're packing light and you may need to wash certain things overnight, this has come in so handy. What is that, Jeannie? It's got 2 hooks, and this is stretchy. It's got 2 hooks. Where's the other side? Oh, see? Like this. You can hang it above the bathtub or somewhere in the room, and it's got... Holy cow! That was thunder! And what it is, oh my goodness. You can move these little tabs and hang things up. This doesn't weigh much, so it's not, and it takes up almost no room. Oh my God. And it just, you can hang this in your bathroom, your shower, somewhere in the room, and dry things. It's getting dark and blustery out there. I hope you heard that. That was exciting. I love thunder and lightning. And it comes in this little sack. It makes drying your bras and underwear and, anything you might need to wash out, overnight and let dry. Oh. Come here. It's okay, Margot. Come here. All right. It's getting epic here. Now, for my trip over, I always bring my Bose headphones. I have the AirPods, and I have my the Soundcore. I love those because you can sleep flat. And I will bring those, and I will still put these over because these are noise. Oh my goodness, cancellation. So even if you just turn it on over your earbuds, it makes, and believe it or not, I can sleep in these. I have learned over the years how to sleep in these on an airplane. So, Bose, noise canceling, I love these. Okay, but I will also bring these, and I'm just going to keep these in my purse, my handbag. Just, I don't know, if I have to take a phone call, sometimes you hear better with these. Okay, I will be taking my camera right there, and I have a new wireless mic, 2 mics, one for me, maybe one for my husband, maybe one for our special guests, but it's wireless. My other little Rode mic, and these are also Rode. Oh, I love these, but I can walk around, within reason, and I don't have to worry about being close to my microphone. So I have these. But sometimes I may be doing some filming with my phone, my iPhone. So I'm going to bring this little selfie stick. Now, I have a full-on amazing gimbal. But I tell you, I haven't learned how to work that thing. It's so complicated. I need somebody to come show me how to do that. But this, easy. So I'll be doing some of these. It's even got a little tripod. See, so I can set it up, and oh my goodness, and it extends. Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, now I take my iWatch, Apple Watch, and I have my AirPods, and I have my phone. So I have 3 charging devices that I need to charge. This thing is brilliant. I travel with this everywhere I go. Look how small it is. And what it does, one USB cord, right? Just one. You plug that in like this, okay? And I can charge all 3 of my devices on here. My watch goes on this one. The spoon goes on the end, and my ear pods go on this side. So this is brilliant, and it folds up magnetically to take up almost no space at all. All right, vanity, thy name is Jeannie, Countess. You guys know I can't see too well, and doing the makeup, I need a mirror. I need a magnifying mirror. So here's my mirror, and it lights up. The charge is dead. I have a charger. I can charge it up. But what's nice is on the back, it's got the magnifying mirror. And I can stick that right on here and do my eyebrows, put my mascara on without stabbing my eye, that kind of thing. So this is flat, it's durable, it packs, it doesn't weigh much at all, but I take this wherever I go. Now sometimes bathrooms in nice hotels have the nice pull-out round magnifying glass. If they do, I won't need that. Okay. Now, sometimes in Europe, you don't get washcloths. And even when I do, I don't like taking my makeup off using their stuff. I don't want to put my gunk all over their washcloths. I just don't do that as a guest. And taking the wet, wipes for your face, they can kind of dry out or whatever. So what I do, I love these. These are by Olay. And the nice thing about these is they're dry. You add water. So I'll take one of these, just this pack. It's dry. I don't have to worry about. Take one out. Just add water. Nice size. Wash your face. Now, I will have some facial cleanser as well. So I'll take my makeup off with this. And then after that, I will rinse this thing out and then wash my face with my cleanser and put my beauty lotions on. So remember, these are never a one-stop thing unless it's an emergency. Okay? When you use a facial wipe to take makeup off, that's only the first step. Then you wash your face. Okay. So I love these. Now, I'm making a mess here. So I try to stay very organized for a bigger trip. So what I'm going to do, I'm a spreadsheet geek. Okay, I am. I have all our printed out hotels, reservations, and confirmation numbers. It's starting to hail. But anyway, I have a file just like this. Put this back in it before I lose it. And this is going to go into an easy pocket in my suitcase. Okay, easy peasy, and I stay organized, and I've got my paper copies. I know some people are all about doing everything electronically, but even like our statements, our credit card statements, our mortgage stuff, all those things, I have paper copies of, and I keep them, by month. I just can't go all electronic. And I'm glad, because sometimes at the end of the year, I've got everything open and I'm highlighting and writing on things come tax time. So I like paper. Cut down that tree for me. I'll show you this on the suitcase. when we travel, when we check our luggage, we always wrap our suitcases with these bright rip-stop, what do you call this stuff, nylon, whatever. It's got a tag on this side, and it just clips like a seat belt. And I put one around like this and one around like that. Our luggage, most of it is blue, and so you're able to see it. We've lost our luggage before, and when they ask you, because you're looking for it, turn that off, what it looks like, and you say, I've got a blue piece of luggage, it might have a little scarf on it or whatever, that's not enough. You want the baggage people or you to be able to spot your luggage from across a room. And I promise you, it's not a fashion show. We've gone through a lot of luggage in our days because we travel a lot. And so, anyway, this is what you want to get. You want to wrap it around. If TSA had to open up your bag, and sometimes they do, it's easy, just like a seatbelt, kind of. So, all right. Sometimes I see people with like designer luggage, like high end. It's like, why are you doing that? It's going to get destroyed by the baggage handlers and the scuff marks and the this and the that. I don't know. We don't do that. But we do buy good luggage, but not like a white Louis Vuitton, So, okay. Now, oh my gosh. Oh, I have to show you this. Our umbrellas. Oh my gosh. Watch this. Let's see if I can show you this. Oh my goodness. Oh. That thing weighs a ton. It's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Look how dark it is. I don't want to go out there. I'm afraid I'll get hit by lightning. Oh, see that lightning? Ah, that was right there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, and there, oh, geez, Louise, I'm not going out there to fix it. Oh my goodness. Oh, do you see that lightning? Oh my God. Oh, it righted itself. But I don't want to go out there and put it down. I'm afraid I'll get hit by lightning. Look at that. Look at that. It righted itself. He's never going to believe it. That thing weighs a ton, that base. Oh my goodness. Here, I'll go out here. Oh my goodness. You hear the thunder and lightning? Oh my gosh, I'm getting wet. Okay. Oh, there it goes again. And it's back. Sorry, I know there's reflection here. Are you guys scared? Oh my goodness. Okay. We are having some epic weather here. I'm walking through my house. Didn't totally plan this. Okay, here's the front. Oh, see the lightning? Why is that light going on and off? Wow. we? That is called a 13% chance of rain. Oh, I'm going to turn on some lights. It's like nighttime in here. Wow. Okay. 13% chance is what it said today. 13%. Guess that means 100. Okay, I'm going to sign off this part and I'm going to pick it up where I show you my luggage. Okay, I'm going to try and... God, I don't know what to do. Everything is flying around. My husband's got to get home, and I don't want him going out there though. Okay, our luggage. This is the piece we love. This is actually, believe it or not, slightly bigger than the 22 inches tall that the airlines United says you can have. Now, oh, there is just lightning all around us. And so here it is with the orange handle. These we put on all the handles of our luggage. And then our name tags are also orange. And then the straps are also orange so that you can see your luggage, okay? It's easily identifiable as yours. So we wanted a second one like this. Now, since we are flying first class, we happen to know the 777-200 that we're flying has slightly larger bins than normal, than average. Oh my God. It's like a flippin' hurricane out there. Anyway, so we know these fit, and we've traveled with these a lot, so they do fit. We've never been questioned. This is Samsonite. So I thought, oh, that'll be easy to find the next one, another one just like it. So we ordered 2 more that were too big. These 2. These are too big. So we're sending these back. And they're good suitcases. This is a Travel Pro. No, this is a Samsonite, I'm sorry. And this one is Skyway. Skyway is another good brand. But we already have this size in like 4 or 5 other suitcases, so we're going to send those back. So we looked for a couple more. Let me show you. Here is a Samsonite, but it's too small. And here is a Travel Pro. Again, it's only 20 inches, and 2 inches makes a big difference. Let me show you. Let's see if I can. Oh, here's my husband now. So there's a big, here, you can see the one we want. This is smaller, and the interior is also much smaller, so we want this. So this is the one we're looking for a second one of. So this one is going back. This is my husband's when he was working. This is his Travel Pro, but again, it is also smaller, as you can see. So we are looking for this size. So that is just going to go back up into the office, into the attic. This is way too small. This is almost like an under-seat one. One that we bought as a kind of a, we had too much stuff when we were in Germany one time, so I bought this. It was like $25 or $30. It's not high end. And it's hard and it opens in the middle, which we are not fans of. So, because you can't just quickly open it to reach in and grab something, it served its purpose. It's a great overnight for like local whatever, you know, 1 or 2 nights, but it's not the quality of this one. So I'll show you how we pack these, particularly with these compression cubes, and how they, whoops, and how they fit in here. So anyway, I'm going to go help him outside. The first thing I'm going to do is put all of this stuff into those compression cubes. Now, I've already got my pants, 1, 2, 3, 4 pants, and 2 kind of like sweaters in this. So I'll put that, where's the zipper? And then plus, remember, I'm wearing a pair. Oops. So that was one. This is a second. This is my pajamas, underwear, and all that stuff. I think there's an extra sweater in here, my socks, and stuff like that. So that's a second compression cube. Let's see if I can get those to show up. And then this is not a compression cube, but if we were to need an extra bag along the way, look at this. It's a full-on shopping bag, carry-on bag, or whatever I would use it for. So I'm going to fold that back up and take that along with us too, just as extra storage. Okay, I've got, where are they? I've got a couple of different scarves. Let's see, that'll be my husband's. I'm going to take this blue scarf, this yellow scarf, and kind of a warmer scarf. And I'm going to put them into this little sack. The nice thing about these compression sacks, these compression cubes, is that if you need to expand them, you can. So if you go home with more things than what you came with, they actually all have expansion zippers on the side as well. Okay. Okay, so now I'm just going to put this thing back. I'll show you how easy it is to fold up. Just do this, this, tuck it all in, and zip it up. Oops. Slippery little sucker. Just tuck all the pieces in there and zip. Boom. Okay. Oh, more lightning. The storm has been epic. Okay, now, this is my coat. And I will wear this on the plane. It's a nice, it's got a hood. It's waterproof. I will take this on the plane with me, so that won't be packed. I'll wear that and store it in the overhead bin. Okay, so now this is my cosmetics case, and it's not completely full yet. Got an umbrella, because I heard it rains sometimes in the UK. Tell me that's not true. Got an extra pair of shoes here. And the nice thing about these shoes, number one, I've worn them in, and they're waterproof, and they're comfortable. So I'll put those in. I've got these little pair of kind of ballerina flats, but they're comfortable. These are Tory Burches, and just kind of easy. If the weather is nice enough and I'm wearing my capris, I can, pat around in these, and they don't weigh anything. Okay, now I've got a white turtleneck. I've got a white kind of lacy, not lacy, but kind of short sleeve, cream colored really, short sleeve shirt. A kind of a knit, I think I've worn this, just a nice knit. Goes with everything, all my pants. So there's 3 tops. And then I have a white button-up. And the nice thing about this is it is very, very wrinkle resistant. And then I have the same one in black. Okay, so I've got this pile going, and then I've got a pullover, kind of a navy sweater that I can layer if it is kind of chilly. So, and then I do in my pajama bag, I do have one extra sweater. It's white with some black stripes. And they all, for the most part, mix and match. So let's put that in its own compression sack. This is going to save so much room and keep me organized. Now, if we were going for a wedding or something like that, I wouldn't be packing wedding clothes like this, so that's a different situation, but okay. There are all my shirts and tops. Okay, so let's put these in the suitcase. The nice thing about this suitcase too is that it has an expandable zipper, just in case I come home with some extra stuff, but I don't know, I'm pretty good about that. So, look at all the room in here. And what's nice is the wheels are inset a little bit. I'll show you. See, they don't stick out like a, like they're propped on a pin. They're nice and set in, so that's going to protect them and help them last longer. Okay, so let's put stuff in. The first thing we're going to put in, let's see if I can angle this camera a little bit better. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, because there are the ridges in here from the handle, I'm going to put my shoes right in there. See? And then these little shoes go, I mean, there's nothing to them. Plus, I will be wearing a pair of shoes. Okay, so now my umbrella can go right in there, in that ridge. Okay, and now I'm going to put in my clothes. And then my scarves. Look at this. Finish slipping that. Look at this. And I still have room left. So I'm going to put in these are the drying line with the hooks. I'll just tuck those into the side. I have room for my cosmetics bag right here. And then the extra bag that I'll put right there. Boom! It is done. Now, what I'll put in here, so I have this, and I'm just going to put it here in the front section, so that, which zipper are you? Right here. So that when we get to London, we could easily pull that out and have all our plans. Now, I've taken photos of those items as well. So, that is ready to go. And then, again, like I told you, I'm going to put the ends of these zippers together with those clips. And that is my carry-on for 2 weeks in England. I will keep this orange handle on, and I will keep this tag on it because we're not checking it. So it's really not going to be out of our sight for too long. Now, something else to remember is I'm taking a backpack. Let me show you this backpack. Here it is, and it also has that orange handle on it. And I'm going to keep all my camera stuff in here, kind of my purse bag in here. I love this bag. My headphones, my book, and look at this. This is so nice. It's also got a little glasses case right here, so I can put my glasses. It's kind of a hard shell here. And the things that I'm going to need on the plane, I'll keep in this front part. And of course, we will be using those clips on these as well. So this is ready for all my camera equipment and my purse items, and I will have a small purse that I put in here as well. I'll put my little selfie stick in here, and I'm also going to take my tripod. This, my passport, I'm going to put right here in the front where I'll be needing it when I get on the plane and go through customs coming into England. So this will be a bit fuller. I may even put one of the scarves in here just so in case I am kind of chilly on the plane, I can just wrap that around me. And so this is it. you see, at some of the hotels, some of these older hotels, you don't know if there's going to be an elevator or not. So we need to be able to carry these up and down stairs. So that's another reason to pack light. You might be trying to get these great big, if you're flying international from the US, I think the weight limit is 70 pounds. That's hard to carry upstairs. So, trying to do carry-on and keep it into a 22 to 24 inch bag is going to be so much easier. So, the only thing left to pack is my little purse. Put the, you want to be seen? Okay. Stick one of the cats in the bag and take, this is Apollo. He wants to come with us. He's my handsome boy. Finish my toiletries, cosmetics and whatnot, and go light on those because, we're traveling. And we're pretty much ready to head out the door. So the worst of that storm is over. They were so scared. They were so scared. And so we'll put the finishing touches, a couple more things to add in, my camera equipment, and we're good to go. Oh, one last thing. And these take up no space at all. These are laundry bags. So as we accumulate dirty laundry, we'll put it in here, and then rather than put it back into our luggage for the first half of our trip, we will just keep these in the trunk of the car until we get to Carol's house to do all our laundry. So we'll keep it in these, and look, they weigh nothing. They take up no space, but they'll help us keep organized. So that will go in there. And yeah, that's about it. I might put a couple of snacks. Oh, one thing I will be bringing, I'll show you. We're gumaholics, so we're going to be bringing our gum, a container of our gum. And you know what else I found? Watch. A few more Smarties. These aren't going to last to take on our trip. Oops, that's a lie. I'm going to start eating them now. So I will link everything. And I love those so much. But we're ready to go. The clothes I wear will be comfortable clothes, a pair of comfortable pants. I don't think I'll wear jeans like these because, when you're sitting, even though we have lie-flat beds, these have lots of heavier seams. I'll probably wear a pair of lighter weight slacks and maybe a layered shirt similar to this. Oh, you're so silly. And maybe with something underneath. So if it's cool, I will have a couple layers. And if it's warm, I can take a layer off. Something else, I know the airline gives you slippers, but I like my own little fluffy airline socks for when I'm just lying, on the bed or sitting there watching a program or reading. I like my fluffy little socks. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. And then the pair of shoes that I wear will probably be these. They're not anything, they're Franco Sardos. They're very comfortable. They're enough to go out in. anywhere where we're not doing any white tablecloth dinners. My goal is to eat my way through England on fish and chips. Now, I might be sick of them, by the third or fourth day, but in Germany, I do schnitzel. So my intention is to do fish and chips. Maybe some shepherd's pie or a couple of other things. I'd love to hear your suggestions. You are being a terror. He's being a big terror. Can you hear his purring? Yes, here you go. So, send me your suggestions for what to eat besides fish and chips and besides shepherd's pie. So, I wish I could take you guys. So, I am excited for this trip. We're ready to go. I'm going to return some suitcases before we head out, and I'll be taking videos, maybe even doing a live from England. We will see how that goes. So, I'm going to sign off for now. The weather's clearing up. My husband picked up the umbrella that fell over, that big 1,000-pound umbrella with a 1,000-pound base. I don't know if it's 1,000 pounds. And, honey, are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Okay, he's ready to go too. He's actually a better packer than I am. He's had to, he spent 36, actually more years than that, because before United he worked for, a corporate airline. He knows how to pack. So we're looking forward to this, and we're looking forward to taking you with us and sharing this trip with you. And I look forward to meeting those of you who I will see in England, in York and in Cambridge. And who knows, maybe somewhere else I'll pop up. If you do see me out and about, please come up. Okay, I'll see you shortly in a future video. Bye for now. Our goal for this trip is to do carry-on. One carry-on bag and one backpack. So our favorite carry-on that we already have had is this one, and it's a Samsonite. And I bought this as a set of 3, small, medium, and large. Okay, well, since we like this one so much, and we know it fits into the overheads on all the planes we've been on, not the tiny little, Lilliput airlines, but most regulars from a 737 to, like an Airbus 320, and on up. This has been wonderful. So we needed a second one. Now, the size of this one is from the ground to the top is, I guess I need my glasses, right? It says 24 inches, just a hair under 24 inches. The airlines say 22 inches, right, honey? So, but we know that this fits. So we have never been, told it won't fit, or, you got to check it. It's been fine. Okay, so we decided to try to find one, order one online. The problem is they list them differently when they give the description. Sometimes they give the whole dimensions with the wheels, and sometimes they do it without the wheels. So from the ground on up, this one is 24 inches and it fits just fine. And so technically it is a 22-inch without the wheels. So we went on to Amazon and we ordered, let's see, this one, it's way too big. It said, it said 24, but that was only the case part, not the wheels. So we're gonna send this back, okay? It's a nice suitcase, but we already have like 3 or 4 that size. We don't need another one. Then this one, Zane picked up when he was out of town. He went by a store. It's a Samsonite, and so he thought, he didn't have this one to compare it with or the measurements. He thought, oh, this is it. It's too big. This is a 25, honey. And then with the wheels, it's even more. So we're going to take that one back. So then I ordered 2 more. I bought one at a store. This is a Travel Pro. We do like Travel Pro. And I'll show you another Travel Pro. And this was Zane's rollerboard when he was working on the airlines. And so we love Travel Pro. But we wanted this size. You see the difference? Just a couple inches. So I ordered this Travel Pro, but let's compare it to this. It's much smaller. There is a big difference. And since we're going for 2 weeks and doing everything carry-on, we need the room. I always say I'm not going to buy souvenirs and stuff, but I do. Okay, so this is another Samsonite that we ordered online, thinking it was the same. Nope, look, it's smaller. You see, it's much smaller. And then I have this one, and we bought this in Germany when I started acquiring too much stuff, and hard, the kind that open in the middle like a sandwich. We just feel like if it's not packed just right, you can't quickly get into it. All the stuff can fall out. So we're just not a fan of this style. But this served the purpose to get home, get some extra things home. So we have it. It's great for like an overnighter, but we don't want to take this with us. And I mean, worst case scenario, this Travel Pro could work. But again, we're 2 inches off here. And then the very last one we had, and I've had this for, golly, maybe 20 some odd years. This is more for like your business computer and stuff like that. It's way too small. So I just couldn't do that. The next biggest one, which I would say is this Travel Pro. What a difference a couple inches makes. Now, while we're doing this video, let me show you something. Let me grab this. Wraps. Not just a little handkerchief here. We really want it to stand out. So I cannot recommend these enough. We lost our luggage for, how long was it? 3 days, honey? And right before a wedding. And everything we needed for the wedding was in the luggage that was lost. So it did show up just hours before the wedding.